Hey, Scrappy friends, this is Mags from MagsGraphics, and I have a new product that I'd like to share with you called Wood Cuts. There are 6 packs with 6 themes: inspiration, faith, hobbies, holidays, seasons, and pets. I have added them over here on the embellishments tab, each of the 6 packs at once so that we can see all of them. I'm going to hide this and let's open this up so that you can see. When you take a look at your woodcuts, the first thing you will find are the 5 group hold 'em ups and then your woodcut sets. I believe there are 40 in every pack. Then the preview, and then you have your next set of hold 'em ups, the next set of woodcuts, and so on as you buy the different packs. I think this will span quite a few different themes and topics, and I'll show you how they work. So playing here with the pet ones, I'll choose one and add it to the page, and you'll see that they come in fairly large. If I scoot it over here, they're about 3 inches by 3 inches, and very likely you'll make them smaller than that depending on how you're using them on your page. But if I start them larger, then it maintains the quality as you reduce in size. When you make things bigger, they can often distort when you get them too much bigger than their original size. Then I would choose a hold 'em up, and depending on how many packs you own, it does not matter which hold 'em up you choose because they all work interchangeably. So if I were to take this ribbon and add it over, you would see that it is a group cluster. So I can right click on here to grouping and ungroup and take a look at all of the pieces that are in with these hold 'em ups. The first thing is the ribbon or whatever is on top. The second thing is a custom shadow that is on its own layer, because Artisan does not do that at this point, separate shadows from the layers, and you can have some fun messing around with those. But of course, if you prefer just the Artisan shadows, you can always shadow that top thing yourself in the normal format section. Then you'll probably find a rivet or some type of connector, depending on which one it is. And then underneath is the hole that makes it seem as if it's been indented into any paper or the woodcuts. So I'm going to select all of these again, and I'm going to move them down and position them on top of the wood cut so that it looks like it is hanging from there. And if I'm happy with it, I can be done. But because they are group clusters, I can also now go and change the color depending on what would fit with my layout. So maybe I need this rickrack to be a different color. There would be purple, here would be blue, there would be a green. Obviously, you can add more color or less color with the saturation, and you can add more or less brightness with the brightness tool. You can also go up and use a wash, which just adds a little bit different result than changing the hue and saturation. You can do all of that and it will maintain the texture that is already on the shape. The fun thing about having this shadow separate is that I can change it and rotate it to make it look as if it is pulling off the page more or less. That is why I had it different. You may not mind one way or the other. You might just leave it the way that it was, or you may end up deleting it and deciding that you want to use the standard ones that come with Artisan. Either way is totally fine. Each of your woodcuts have an embossed picture on them. Here's another one of the pet ones with the different bones on top. Here's another one with the string. Same idea. You can add it. You can separate it. It is a group cluster. The other ones I really like are these staples. I feel like I'm going to use these again and again. I'm going to move that out of the way. Select all of this and move it up to the top. And I know these don't really match. Maybe I'll delete that one and add this cute little chicken one underneath. And then I'm going to take my staple and connect the 2 of them so that it's like they're hanging together. And again, though, your staple is also a group cluster so that you can group and ungroup. You can adjust the hue and saturation or the wash of your staple to better match. If you want to use a color, if you want it to be more, gray, you can also go up to black and white and change it to make it just a gray staple. This one is already a sepia color, but you might get a little different result by using sepia. And again, you've got this one. This does not need a custom shadow. It has a shadow that's just a small one that's attached to this. And then if you don't like it, you can remove it. But in this case, a small shadow was perfect. And so it's just within the software. And then you've got these great holes that also work on paper or color. It just looks as if it's been punched into the page, which I think is very fun. Where did I just put this? Hold on a minute. Okay. Made them smaller. Here is a page that I created with these woodcuts while it's loading up. And so for this one, I used the seasonal ones, attached them with staples down the side. I used the Winter Retreat kit that I use a lot in wintertime and adjusted the colors the way that I wanted them to be. I think you're going to have a lot of fun playing with these, and I can't wait to see what you make. So please post in the MagsGraphics fan group and be sure to tag me. Thanks a lot.